Everyone, welcome into our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. Thanks for joining us this evening. I am Star, the Flipping Hippo. Today's June 17th and it is a Monday, which means it's time for What Sold on eBay. So just like every week, guys, I'm going to take you on a quick walk through our Instagram photos. Every day at shipping time, we do take a photograph of our packages we're shipping out and post it on Instagram. It's a good way for us to hold ourselves accountable. We can always take a look and see when things were slow, when things were good, and kind of pinpoint what we're doing wrong or right. And it also kind of gives you guys a look into the volume-based business and what it looks like as far as how much volume you're sending out every day. And you guys can see the ups and the downs and the roller coasters that's normal for online sales. Even huge volume sellers have days that are bad and days that are good and days that are just medium. So we'll take a look at those and then we will jump on over to the actual sales on eBay. I have pulled up every plush that sold last week, like I always do, because plush are my favorite and I like to show you guys those, as well as some of our bread and butter items and some kind of oddball items that we flipped. And I pulled those out just to kind of give you guys an idea of the oddball items that we do source and look for in the summertime. If you watched my live show last night, we talked about tips on how to get ahead of the summer slowdown. One of the tips was to start diversifying what you're looking for and sourcing, going to yard sales and things like that. So I can show you some of the oddball items that we end up flipping in the summer when we're trying to get a lot more items than just clothing. And then I got some exciting stuff to show you that'll be bonus for you. So let's just jump on in. So this is today's photograph, you guys. This is the best weekend we've had in a long time. Very exciting. 30 packages today, 27 eBay sales, and 3 on Poshmark. When I tell you that we've been working really hard, we've been listing, we've been active on all platforms, I mean it. And it does pay off. And I tell you guys that as well. When you put in the work, when you're active every day, when you consistently list, if you diversify what you're listing, the summer slowdown can not affect you as badly, and you will definitely see the payout no matter the time of year if you are consistently putting in that hard work, which we have been. We had one bad day last week, which we'll get to that in a minute, and that day we only sold one item on eBay. It was the day that the eBay servers were down across the country. A lot of folks were saying that eBay was not, you weren't able to get on in the back end as a seller. Buyers weren't able to get on. Their servers were down or whatever. And that day we both listed 20 items a piece because we were desperate to get things moving. And I guess this is our payout. Last weekend was good. Not as good, but good. Last Monday we had 23 packages go out, 17 eBay sales, and 6 Posh. Tuesday we had 8 items and 7 packages. 7 of those were eBay sales, 1 on Poshmark. Here's our terrible day. 2 packages, 1 on eBay, 1 sale on Poshmark. That was, we haven't seen sales that slow since like 2017. So I'm going to say it had to have been the fact that eBay was down, because the days leading up to it we did great, and the days after it we did great. But that is the nature of online sales, and that's why you want to have yourself on as many platforms as you can and have more than one stream of income to kind of make up for the days like that, because they will happen. They do happen. It's part of life. The very next day, though, we had 11 packages. 10 were eBay sales and 1 on Poshmark. So definitely woke back up. And then on Friday, we had 7 eBay sales. So let's jump over here. We'll start with the plush. All right, this little cute poo. He's only 7 inches big. He is an official Walt Disney World Disneyland poo, which is kind of surprising that he went for, I accepted a best offer, $7. You can see he was up for $8.44. He has been around for about a year and a half. He started a little bit higher than that, but this is one of those Disney recognizable characters, you know, official tag on the tush here. and get him home and I comp him, and every turd in the world selling them for $6-7. So I priced mine high and I sat on him. He weighed like 2 ounces though, so he didn't cost hardly anything to ship. I did let him go for $7 just to finally get him out the door. He shipped first class in a poly bag. Barney, check him out. I actually still know the Barney song. As I was wrapping him in tissue paper and putting him in his poly to ship him out, I was singing the Barney song. Surprised that I still remember it, but I do. Oh, I should have told you, this poo was 50 cents at a yard sale, I believe. He's been around for a long time. I do remember that he was 50 cents, and I want to say he was from a yard sale or one of the thrift stores that we used to go to that we don't go to anymore. Barney has been around for so long, I don't remember where he came from, but he was $1. He's been around a long time. I guess, you know, when I was new to plush, I thought Barney was worth $1. And some of them are. We've had some Barneys go that we sold for a lot more money than $11, but this particular Barney was not. And, you know, you guys know that I take a lot of risks. I will source things if they're $1 or less without comping them, and just take that risk because it's $1. And unfortunately, a lot of items you get home, you discover that people are racing to the bottom and they're pricing them very low. I still will price mine higher and just wait around. I got time. So he did sell for $11 and he shipped first class. Grover here has not been around for long at all. He was a recent yard sale find. He was $1. I brought him and Big Bird home that day, and the Faline, Bambi's little girlfriend deer, who sold, I want to say last week or the week before, she went for a lot more money, $20 and some change, I think. This was the yard sale we went to where all I came home with that day was like 4 plush. It was a total yard sale fail, but the plush are doing well that I did get and bring home. He sold for $15. He shipped first class. I put his hang tag there against his body real tight and wrapped him in a little wrap of bubble wrap to hold it in place and keep it safe. Sully was 50 cents at a Goodwill. And he also shipped in a poly bag, first class. He sold for $15. I accepted a best offer of $15 for Sully. Tigger came from a yard sale last year where I bought out a guy's entire lawn full of plush. There was Disney, Boyd's Bears, and Hard Rock Cafe Bears. It came out to like 77 cents a piece for all of the plush. And Tigger here, I accepted a best offer of $16 on, and he shipped first class. Here's a Classic Toy Company dragon. I'm always talking about the Classic Toy Company brand, especially the dragons. I did take a best offer of $18 on this guy. He shipped first class in a poly bag, and I did take the best offer of $18 from a regular customer. We do have one particular buyer who checks in our store once a week, once every 2 weeks, and he'll buy 1 or 2 dragons that we have in stock. And he keeps in contact with messages and tells us, you know, if we see red ones or the diamond ones, to let him know. And he checks, like I said, he checks back in and he buys from us on the regular. So I do kind of cut him a better deal than I would most regular or most buyers because he's a regular. Garfield here has been around since last June. And that was another one that I was kind of disappointed when I got him home. You people that list your plush so low drive me crazy. I mean, these plush that are vintage like this, big, they should be going for like $20+, which I did start him at $20 a year ago. I took a best offer of $17. He was first class. He just needed a really giant poly bag. to go into, but he went first class. But you know, I got him for like $2 at a Goodwill. I thought it was a good find. He is a good find. I would buy him again for another $2 and list him at 20 and wait a year to sell him, while I wait out everyone else selling him for a lot lower. But it's just, you know, it's something that if you're going to get into plush, if you want to get into plush, you need to keep that in mind. You're going to find plush that are technically worth a lot of money and should be listed for a lot of money, and you'll get it home and you'll find out that a lot of people are racing to the bottom. They're pricing them way too low. They're just giving them away, and I think that's with a lot of stuff on eBay, not just the plush. You just have a lot of sellers, for whatever reason, that don't want to put any value on their items or their time. And I'm getting up on a soapbox here, but you guys know I tell you that all the time. You know, when you're pricing your items, you're not just giving a value to what your item is worth, but your time. You went out and sourced it. You photographed it. You researched it. You listed it. You're packing it to ship it. You're using your poly bags and your supplies and stuff like that when you ship it. Those cost money too. And technically, a lot of these plush really should be worth a lot of money. They're old, they're vintage, they're recognizable characters that you can't find anymore. So just, you know, keep that in mind when you're listing your plush, that one, you're going to find out a lot of turds. Don't price them where they should be. And number two, you don't have to be a turd too. You can absolutely put value into your items and your time and list them a little bit higher with best offer. And yours might take a little bit longer to sell, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it, especially if you are building up your listings and you're trying to get any kind of volume going. Listing a bunch of stuff like this and sitting on it for a while. You know, with Garfield here, I took a best offer of 17. I'm actually going to pull up my calculator here because I can't really do math that well in my head. But 15% give or take fees between eBay and PayPal. I paid $1.99. He was about $4 to ship. And he was listed for a year. So $1.20 listing fees, which we probably didn't really pay because we have a store subscription. So I still made $7 on him. I had to sit on them a year and I made a $7 profit. I turned $2 into $9.26. Now, if I would have brought him home and done what everybody else was doing, he might have sold right away, but I would have put him up for $10 free shipping. He would have cost me around $4 to ship and my cost of goods. So $2.50 I would have made in less time. I still ended up making more by sitting on him for a year. So that's just kind of my thought process when it comes to holding on to stuff and waiting things out and making sure that everything I sell, includes not only the value of the item, but my time as well. Alright guys, I told you last night in the live show that we did sell quite a few Pokemons. For some reason, this weekend they were very popular. We sold this Pokeball that I got for 50 cents for $12.19. It's a Tomy. I do tell you guys to keep an eye out for those Tomy brand Pokemon plush. And this shipped first class. Snorlax here was $1 at Goodwill. 99 cents, but $1. I took a best offer. No, I did not on him. Sorry guys, I'm checking my notes. He did sell for 15, the full price of 15, and he shipped in a poly bag first class. This Pokemon was $1.99 at a yard sale. He's pretty big, so I was willing to pay $2 for him. And he sold for $21 free shipping, but he did ship in a poly bag, and he was first class. Surprisingly enough, as large as he is, he did not weigh. He was close. He was like 15.8 ounces, but he did ship first class, and he sold for $21. This is a Pokemon Pikachu plush case for the Nintendo 3DS. This was actually my son's. He had gotten it for Christmas like 2 Christmases, maybe even 3 Christmases ago. And then he got a new DS, and he had no need for this. He never opened it. It sat on a shelf forever. And when I heard the Pikachu Detective movie was going to come out, I asked him, do you really want this? Can I list it? Can I sell it? And he said, go ahead and put it in the store and see what happens. So I listed it, and I took a best offer of $15 on it. It was in the store for a couple of weeks before it sold. I want to say I might have put it up like a week or two after that movie came out. But not a full month. It went pretty quick, and I was surprised, especially considering it's for the 3DS. But it did sell for $15, and it shipped first class. We wrapped a cardboard piece around it like a taco. That's what we call it, the taco. And then a little bit of bubble wrap, and it went into a big poly bag. Now we're going to get into some of the bread and butter jeans. These are Chico's, the So Slimming line that I talk about all the time. The So Slimming, the So Lifting. Definitely want to pick those up when you find them. These ones were cute. They have leopard print on the small pocket here on the front, and leopard print with a little bit of bling going on the back. This pair and this pair of Chico's So Slimming went to the same buyer, and so I did accept a best offer of $20 a piece from her because I shipped them together. So if you look at $24 and $23, by giving her both for $20, she basically got $7 off. Our cost on a padded flat is about $7.50, so I basically knocked off one shipping for her, because if I had sold these separately, I would have paid $7.50 twice to two different buyers. So I was okay with taking the $20 a piece from her, and I did get them together in one poly bag out to her, so it only cost $7.50 to ship both pair. This is a brand that I normally don't get anymore. Xanadu was something I picked up when I was first learning jeans and didn't really know any better. But I will still, if they're unique or they're plus size, absolutely. These were in plus size 18, and they have like unique stone washing. They're nice looking jeans. They're good size. They were 99 cents, and they sold for $20.21, and they shipped in a padded flat. These are some of my favorites to flip. You guys know that my all-time favorite bread and butter is J.Lo, but I do love American Eagle, Old Navy, and Gap all day long. I love them. These ones were super cute. I just love the way they look. Like that real nice, crisp, dark wash. They got the two buttons and the big boot cut legs. They did sell for $21. I paid 99 cents, and they went in a padded flat. Here's a pair of cut from the cloth. These, I believe, came out of a thread up box, so they would have been averaged out to about $1.66 for the pair. And they sold for $29.06, and they shipped in a padded flat. These Miss Me jeans went for a lot less than I had hoped to sell them for. I paid $6.99 for these Miss Me jeans, full price at the Goodwill. I did double check the SKU line on these, because we always put in the SKU line the location of the item, the starting price we want, and the original listing date, so we can kind of keep track. So these were listed last October for $50. So since last October, which has been November, December, January, February, March, about 9 months ago, the price has been lowered by 5% every month or so, is what we do with our prices. So they sold for $37.58, and they shipped in a padded flat. They just, for whatever reason, they sat around. I've had Miss Me jeans that flip overnight, and I've had some sit for 9 months. Some sell in 2 weeks, some in a month and a half. No rhyme or reason. The different models and sizes, I've had all of them flip fast, and then some just take a really long time. I can't figure out the rhyme or reason, but I still will always pick up Miss Me when I find them, even if they're full price. Because I do start them at $50, and on the off chance they're going to be one of the few pairs that flips really quick for me, they'll flip for $50, or $40, $45 on Poshmark. Ann Taylor Loft shorts sold for $13. I accepted a best offer of $13 on these. They were 99 cents, and they shipped first class. So those are some bread and butter shorts that I talk about all the time in the summer. And I did show you all these jeans because these are, Miss Me are obviously a bolo. Absolutely. Even if they sit forever. Cut from the cloth is a bolo. And then these four pairs of bread and butter. But it's summertime. It's hot. And we're still selling jeans. So just to show you that you can still be looking through jeans when you're outsourcing. Just be a little more cherry picky. But they still will sell. Absolutely. And then Coldwater Creek is one of those brands I don't typically pick up anymore. But these were 99 cents, number one. Number two, they're corduroys. I love corduroys. Do really well with them. And they were this, look, there's a typo. I did not even know that. Oh. Well, anyway, they were corduroy. They were this nice, bright, really pretty purple color. Very attractive. So they were unique enough that I was willing to pay 99 cents for them. They did sell for $21, and they shipped in a padded flat. They haven't been around for that long, a couple of weeks. I'm surprised they sold that fast with this typo, but maybe because the typo's in the word slacks. I still had the main corduroy pants here. But look at that, guys. I still make mistakes. I didn't even notice that typo until I just started showing this to you. I still make mistakes too, guys. We're all human. We're fallible. It happens. So I had two pairs of these Tommy Bahamas. I had a peach pair, a light peach color, and this golden brown pair. They were 100% silk. They were 99 cents. The peach one sold a long time ago. They went quick. These have been sitting around for a little while. And I did accept the best offer, $16.50 on them. They shipped first class. I wanted to show you guys this Swiss Tech shirt. It was 99 cents, and it sold for $15, so that's not a lot, even considering it has new tags. But the thing is we had two of these Swiss Tech shirts that were new with tags. We paid 99 cents a piece. This one's a 2XL. And Keith listed them, and within 1 week, one sold on Poshmark and one sold on eBay. And when I say within 1 week, I'm thinking more like 3 or 4 days. It didn't take long. He listed them both. I cross-posted them to Poshmark, and one sold on Poshmark, one sold on eBay super fast. So I wanted to show them to you as a bolo, definitely, if you want a fast flip and a good return on your investment, if you have the ability to get the low cost of goods like we do. This is definitely a brand that you can look for, that you could turn 99 cents into, what would this be, minus $1.50 fees, minus shipping. You're looking at like an $8 profit in a couple of days. Oh boy, these Lincoln logs are the bane of my existence. So we put these up at the yard sale. $2, 2 summers ago, y'all. 2 summers ago. We're talking like 2017. $2. The canister was destroyed. I thought Lincoln logs were worth enough that even with all this cosmetic damage going on, it would be worth it. Got it home. Let me show you my description. The set is incomplete. But I did build the lookout to show them that even though it was incomplete, you could build it. I do like listing Lincoln logs, if I'm to be honest with you guys. Lincoln logs and Legos, because you get to build stuff and play with toys like you're a kid. Just for the photos. It was missing 2 of the number 1 logs and 2 of the number 3 logs. And it was pretty beat up. It sat forever. So it finally sold. We took a best offer of, I'm looking through my notes here, $12.50. And that seems like really low, but I mean, it's been around for 2 years. They paid the shipping on it. I was just like, you know what? It really hasn't had any interest. This is like the second, maybe third offer we've had in the 2 years. So we let it go for $12.50. They paid the shipping. Out the door. Goodbye. I would still pick up Lincoln logs, though. Don't get me wrong. Even ones that look like that. I don't learn. So these Wild Diva shoes are super cute. I thought so when I sourced them. They're really cute. They had some damage on the back heels there. And the bottoms looked a little worn. But they were still cute. I paid 99 cents for them. They sold for $15 and they paid the shipping on top of that. And I shipped them out in a shoebox. I wrapped them up real nice in bubble wrap individually. and then tissue paper in the box and stuff. And shoebox priority, I should say, but they paid for it. So this Tyrannosaurus dinosaur has also been around for like 2 years, like the Lincoln Logs. It was 10 cents at a yard sale. I thought it was cute. I thought for sure somebody would want it. Do you guys remember these dinosaurs from the 80s and 90s? Those of you that are as old as I am, they had these for like a lot of different things, sports and hobbies, and then each dinosaur had a name that was part dinosaur and part whatever hobby it was, and they all had this definition here. I don't know if anybody else remembers them. Let me know in the comments if you remember them. And for 10 cents, I figured, what the hey. So it sat around for like 2 years. Finally sold for $9, but they paid the shipping. So it did go in economy shipping right here. You can see that. And then these inks just came from a church sale 2 weeks ago. I showed you guys these in a haul very recently. They were $1/4 a box, so it was 50 cents for the pair. And they sold for $14 in under a week. So that was a nice, fast 50 cents flip. And that's the end of what I wanted to show you this week. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or comments about any of the items I showed you that we sold this week. Did you guys have any really super awesome flips? Did you find anything while you were out sourcing that was really cool? You guys know I love to hear from you. I want to know how you're doing. How are your sales? What kind of things you're finding? What's flipping for you? How you're faring in the summer slowdown. Let me know in the comment section. Join our Facebook group if you haven't already. The link to join is in the description box. We'd love to have you in there. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Have a wonderful night. Go make some money. Bye.